right, we're rolling.
Me.
You.
Them.
You should just start the episode with that.
Go.
Look, call it a cold open, you know?
Yeah, it's cool.
Hello, internet friends, and welcome to another episode of Flagons and Dragons. This is John.
Ta-da! My name's Bob.
Hi, I'm Sean.
I'm Crystal.
I'm Mike.
And we are Flagons and... No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we are waiting for Dylan to show up, so we figured we'd record an intro.
Yeah.
Which is going to be good times. Bob, what the heck is happening this week? I just started this thing.
You know, when I was cutting the episode together last week, I decided, you know what? We haven't really had a cliffhanger. So I put in a literal cliffhanger. We are climbing up a stone wall in a cave, and then it just stops right there.
Oh.
So, for the last week, we've been waiting to hear what everybody's dex checks, which is a hard thing to say.
They're Dutch checks?
They're Dutch checks. We're going to see if they're Dutch. We're pretty sure Mike is, because he's wearing a shirt that says Holland.
It's an actual thing that's happening right now.
He's probably going to pass his Dutch check. We're just waiting on the dex checks to see if we get up the wall to where the goblins
This is where the gobos are.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
So we can kill them.
That's great.
Yeah.
How's everybody feeling?
Huh?
Yeah, cool.
Anybody? How's anybody feeling?
I'm a little sick.
Mike's a little sick.
Mike's a little
I'll
sick
try
today.
not to get you guys sick.
That's all right.
Do your best. So yeah, we want to, before we dive into it, we would like to give a little special shout out to what we are fondly calling our Canadian Twitter street team.
What?
How's it going, guys? We have a couple of guys on Twitter from Canada who are regularly retweeting all of our promotional tweets, and we super appreciate it. Those are at Jack Triviz and at Fisto Roboto.
Nice name.
Yeah, they're great names.
Repping our steeds.
Great dudes. They're so we want to give a little shout out to them. Say thanks for helping us out.
Thanks.
If you're ever in Colorado, I'll give you like 4 hugs a piece.
Each.
That
is solid. That is a
Not
solid
while you're
offer.
sick.
But not while I'm sick. And I'm really tall, so I've got long arms, so I could even do them at the same time if you guys want to make it a group endeavor, as they say.
That's gross.
Yeah. I brought it to Creepy Town.
Welcome. With all that having been said, I guess we should probably just
I got a cat on my lap.
move on to the cat on your lap.
I got a cat on my lap.
That's
we should
Vinny.
probably get into the adventure at this point.
I think so,
before the cat gets more vocal.
Absolutely. Vinny, what do you got to say?
Well done.
Yep.
Pleading the fifth.
All right.
Real quiet.
Way to go, Vinny. All right, so as I drop my bottle cap and the cat says nothing and the dog runs around.
Best intro ever.
This is the greatest. Please enjoy this episode more than the intro. This is episode 203 of Flagons and Dragons. He was already dead when we got there.
Fart noise. When you guys manage to catch up with them as this happens,
So we're all climbing.
yeah,
I rolled a 3.
you're not able to get a good grip on the wall.
You need athletics from us?
Yeah,
Okay.
DC's 5. So if
15.
you need to try to get, you're good.
Oh, I don't have to roll then.
Okay.
I got a +5.
Oh, okay. Well, don't box it.
I didn't.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so everybody makes it to the top of
5.
the bridge, and as that happens, Gildor, what you see is a cavern once filled with 2 large pools of water and a narrow waterfall high in the eastern wall, which feeds these sort of like dams that they've made into these pools. There's a wide exit to the south with 2 smaller passageways leading west. Sound of the waterfall echoes through the cavern, making it difficult to hear. You also see 3 goblins, weapons drawn,
Do we all see this?
waiting for you. Yeah, as soon as you guys get up in there. I'm going to need initiative from everybody for that.
Yay!
Yeah.
Goblins no roll good.
Goblins, no roll good. Reynard
18.
and Strom
14.
and Big Boutte
11.
and Gildor
13.
and Ankle Dankle.
7.
So that will be, Reynard, your first action. 1 second here. Let me just work on my map.
And you said there's 3?
There's 3 in this room.
Okay.
You guys, everyone except Gildor is 15 feet outside of the room. And Gildor, you're right inside this room. The room itself, probably about 40 feet by 40 foot. But half the room is taken up by these 2 big reservoirs. So it's not really like terrain that you can get into. So, it's pretty close quarters in here.
So they're on this side?
Yeah.
They're closer to us?
Closer to you. They're
The
not
water's
in.
behind them?
Yeah. The
Okay.
pools basically form the back wall
Okay.
of this room. And you'll notice, there's the big stairs going upwards to the south, and then the passageway, the southern western passageway is the one you guys came into to come through the room, and then there's another passageway to the northwest to get out. But, Reynard, that is your action. 15 feet to get in the room.
I'm gonna run up there and take a shot at one of these guys that I see.
Alrighty.
Well, actually, do I need to run up there? I can shoot pretty far. Do I have to?
Well, the
run?
bend in there, because it sort of takes a sharp right
Then,
to
yeah,
get into the
I'll
room.
run to where I can see him.
Gotcha. Alright, go ahead and roll attack.
9.
That, unfortunately, will miss.
God damn it.
Um,
I need a new one.
yeah. Swap out. Strum.
Short bow.
So you're moving up around the corner and then shooting.
Yes. I rolled a 13.
13 will just barely miss, which then takes us to Gildor.
Ray of Frost at one of the
Alright.
whichever. Rolled a 20
Yes, that will definitely hit.
at 5 damage.
Alright. Takes a good chunk out of one of them.
And slowed for, or not slowed.
So, but yeah, movement
10
impaired.
10 foot.
Boutte.
So if I move around the corner, am I within 30 feet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But I can't, I don't have line of sight unless I move.
Yeah, the 15 to get around the corner.
Okay. Then I will move around the corner and throw a javelin at the one that just
Got hit.
That Gildor just hit with the Ray of Frost.
Gotcha.
And that will be a 23.
Yes.
And that will do 1d6 plus 3. So that will do 6 points of damage.
Yes, you impale the thing on the javelin. It goes flying into the pool, lands with a thud in the pool, sticking straight up and down like a boblin kadog. Goblin kebab is the words I was trying to say there.
Goblin Kadog.
Goblin
I like that.
kadab, boblin kadoob.
That sounds delicious.
Ankle dankle. Got 2 goblins up in this mug.
One of them's been hit.
One of them has been dead.
One of them's been
And
dead.
one's been hit
Okay.
also, right?
So you hit the one that he.
Yeah, but didn't somebody else hit one?
I had one earlier.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, there's another one that's looking rugged.
Okay, so one rugged, one dead.
One dead and one untouched.
Okay, I'll go for the untouched one
Okay.
with Sacred Flame.
Lovely.
It's a dex save.
Oh, okay. I haven't had to roll one of these for them yet. 12 is his dex save.
I don't know what the DC is.
Oh, it's, I should know this by heart already. It's your proficiency bonus plus 8.
Ooh, it's my proficiency bonus.
Should be up near the top of your sheet.
Yeah, it's right there.
So 2 plus 8, so it's 10.
Yeah, because it says under the spells thing. Okay, yeah, so it saves.
Yeah, I guess then no.
Nothing happens?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But
You must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. The target gains no benefit from cover.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah, alright. So...
Is that my given my point? Is that can I do anything with that?
Reroll it.
Can I reroll?
Yeah, I mean, I can give him disadvantage on that.
Yeah,
I'll
you-
roll that way.
Yeah.
So I'll roll
That
again,
makes sense.
and if it's... I just crit.
Yeah, so
So,
never mind.
still 12,
Still
yeah.
12, yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to the gobos. The one that is looking rough will go running up the stairway to the south. The other one,
He can only get 10 feet.
no,
Oh no, I killed that one. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Then the one that's looking good will close with Boutte and attack or a botch. And will manage to yowza. So here's the deal. He goes running at you, scimitar high raised over his head, and with a simple brush of your fist, you knock his scimitar wielding hand right back down into his gut, and he goes ow, and then falls over and dies.
Well, that was easy. You should just do that every time.
Yeah, just do that every time. These guys.
Sir John just walks up to his body and leans over and goes, "Did you learn anything, peasant?"
And then you start hearing some noises, barely, coming from the passageway to the south.
The one we came up, or
No, the
other one,
the big one to the
Okay.
south. And Reynard, that's your action.
So there's no one in sight.
Not at this moment. If you want to hold an action to shoot at something if it shows up.
I'll do that.
I'll
Okay.
shoot at the first thing that pops its head around here.
So then that will bring us to Strom.
I think we should go towards the noise. It's out of our
Are
line
we
of
still
sight,
on?
right?
We're still on initiative, right?
Yes, we are.
Which opening is this noise coming from? Or where?
To the south.
All right, so Oriendy, we climbed up. We saw this room with two pools.
You
They
came
tried
in
to
through
flush-
a southwestern entrance. So then, further into the room, heading directly south, is a set of stairs leading up, and then back to the north, from where you entered the room, is another passageway leading back to the west.
and that's where the goblin went.
No, the goblin went to the
goblin went
south.
south. Okay.
All right, I'm going to run to the right side of the opening that the noises are coming from, and I'll ready an action to attack what comes forth with my short sword.
Okay. That then takes us to Gildor.
Then I'm going to move to where I'm kind of directly in front of the opening, and the second thing through would ready
Gotcha.
the
Okay.
frost thing on that guy.
Okay. Boutte.
I will move to the opening, and the third thing through. No, I'm going to.
Just stand there and look cool.
No, I'm going to pick up the body of the goblin that I was just taunting after his death
Mm-hmm.
and throw it down that hallway,
Down the one that.
the one that the noises are coming from,
Gotcha. Okay.
and yell, "That's a warning!"
Oh Lord.
What's your alignment?
Lawful neutral.
Lawful neutral.
It works.
I'm the lawful.
Oh, I wasn't doubting it. I was just wondering if you were.
Yeah.
Because
I'm the lawful good one.
you're lawful good.
I couldn't really do that.
All right. So that brings us to ankle.
I'm going to cast, or is it still casting if it's a cantrip?
Yeah, but it's free to you. You don't have to
That's
burn
well,
anything to
right,
do it.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thaumaturgy, make this. I'm trying to inflict fear somehow, like the sound of a dragon roaring down the.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I'll back that up with, "That's also a warning!"
All right. So, horde of goblins come out. Not really a horde. So 3 goblins, including the one that ran away.
It's a hell of a horde.
And then you also see what looks to be a medium-sized goblin, like a big,
Maybe hobby a little bit.
little buggy a little bit. Looks like that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's wearing a leather girdle, which is always a hot look.
Okay.
Yeah, one of those things.
Big hairy.
Big, hairy.
For those listening at home, consult your 5e starter set.
Along with a wolf.
Is it one of the ones that we saw from before?
No.
Okay, it's a different one.
Different wolf.
Can I take my shot at the big guy?
So, yeah,
Well, we had ready to action.
Yeah, so let's resolve the ready actions first.
Mine was first.
Was it?
In initiative order it would be. So Reynard, your held action.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the big guy.
Gotcha.
Ugh.
You are having the worst
Jesus,
luck
dude.
tonight.
I need different dice.
Here, try this one.
I botched it.
Try that.
Okay. So you miss. Then Strom.
Oh, you just missed? Cool. I thought he was
I
going
didn't
to
shoot
kill me.
myself in the face.
Nah.
Great.
Short sword. 14.
14, and you're
14 is
swinging
my
at who?
attack.
Big guy or goblin or
No,
wolf?
the first one through.
That would be a goblin.
Okay.
The goblin that was the one that ran away.
Okay.
So, and that will hit.
Here's something that I don't understand. If I have an advantage on the attack roll, I can deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target. So
You don't have
You
advantage
don't
on
have
this.
advantage.
what does that mean?
If you like had like surprise on them or something like that,
Okay.
any time where conditions are favorable, when I would have you roll 2d20 and have you
understand.
take the higher one, then you get that extra damage.
I understand. Okay.
So flanking
So-
would be an exact example of
Gotcha.
that.
Okay.
It's like having somebody threatening the opposite side of
So
them.
this hits, but nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Okay, and the damage is 1d6. I got it right here. Plus 3. Piercing, so 6.
6, that is a dead goblin.
Ah.
Which then brings us to Boutte, did you have a held action?
No, I just threw the goblin down on
Right.
and yelled.
Then, so
Gildor has a held
Gildor
action.
has a held action.
17.
So it hits whom?
Second person through.
Second person through. We will say that is our friend the bugbear. Not hits.
Sweet. For 5.
For 5. Does a pretty
What you
decent
hitting with?
chunk.
Ray of Frost.
So he just
10
hits the
feet.
10-foot move. Alright. That's a good thing for you. And then Ankle didn't have a held action, right? You used
Right.
the thaumaturgy. Alright. So then that speeds guys. So Bugbear will attempt to close, but suddenly be able to not close with Boutte. Sorry, I'm trying to relearn all these new names. And then the wolf will take a run at you, Gildor. Hit, I'm assuming, 21.
God, just barely.
Yeah, I figured. That's actually pretty good. 7 points of damage.
And I'm unconscious.
Oh no! And then our gobos will come into the room. One's coming at you, Renard. Does a 14 hit you?
Is it my armor class?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 14.
Okay, so that's 4 points of damage, and then ankle that hits you for 4 points of damage. So Zian, that's everybody. Back to Renard.
I'm gonna. Is this wolf? What's that charging me? One of these goblins?
Yeah, the goblin.
I'll try and shoot him in the face.
All right,
12.
12. I'm so sorry.
Yep, that's okay.
Yeah, that does not hit.
So 12 total?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a 5 on the die.
Yeah.
It's rolling like
I haven't
balls.
rolled. I don't think I've rolled above a 10 all night.
That's awful.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm very sorry. Strom.
I would like to take one of my flasks of oil and fling it at the bugbear.
Oh, okay. Roll me a like a dexterity check.
17.
Oh yeah, yeah. He is covered in oil.
Did it make a satisfying shatter?
Oh,
with
yeah,
flame?
no,
Just
and-
kinda-
He got a little bit in his mouth, and so he's like.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post.
Just have Tasmanian devils.
Somebody got some
Gildor.
fire?
I'm unconscious.
Oh, you're unconscious. You will need to roll that saving roll.
Death save.
Death save.
It's a d20. If you roll above 10, it's a success. Below is a failure.
Does he have a...
And then I die?
3 failures, you die. 3 successes, and you're
Back up.
back up. Well, you're stabilized.
8.
So that's 1 failure.
Okay.
So mark up the failure.
This is super intense. Boutte.
Can I... Am I close enough to the hobgoblin to swing my great axe?
To the bugbear, yes.
Or the big bugbear. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you can close and swing.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay.
And
You remember the fire source?
16.
I do.
Who's carrying the torch?
I am.
Would be the DM question.
While I'm
16?
shooting arrows.
Yeah.
Just
19.
hits.
Okay.
You just have the
don't
bells.
remember what
I have-
the damage is.
It's a
Oh yeah, it's a
D12.
D12 because I like that. So that will do 8 points of damage to the bugbear.
Takes a real healthy chunk out of him. That then brings us to Ankle Dankle.
And that was everything, right?
Yeah.
Because I moved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ankle Dankle.
Yes, close enough. The bugbear's been hit. It's
Yes.
covered in oil.
Yes.
How many goblins are in the door?
There's 2. Well, they're through the door now.
Okay.
They've all just sort of flooded into the room.
And you have at least 2 more chances to fail before you die.
Right.
Okay. Or 1 more.
Oh, I
fail
see where you're going with this. It's
Second.
trying to sacred fire again.
I was thinking about it. There's other options.
Okay.
I might save those for a while. I'm going to do that.
As long as this.
Oof.
Somebody sit on a duck.
Frog.
Yeah, Sacred Flame on one of the goblins.
Okay, so that's a DC 10?
10. Nope.
Nope. Sorry. It does not work.
Yeah.
I really wanted it to.
Yeah, it would have been cool. If somebody's spell had landed.
You know,
This party.
something had worked. Oh boy! Alright.
Are all these characters gonna die tonight?
I
No.
hope not.
Nope.
Nope. Certainly not. I have taken 0 damage.
Well, here comes, buddy. How many
Bring
hit
it.
points do you have?
12.
Jesus.
Well,
Who
nobody.
thought this was a good idea?
Who has more than 12? Anybody?
No.
I do not.
Oh, that's fine. It's a 9 to hit. That does not hit from the
No,
bugbear. That paddle or whatever he has is very slippery in his grasp.
It's covered with oil.
Yes. The wolf tries for you, Reynard. Oh, see, now here comes my crappy rolls. It's not fudging. That's single digits on the dice. I don't think that hits you either. And then 2 gobos. 1 hit. So, ankle, take another 3 points of damage. Ouch! And back to the top with Reynard.
How far am I from all those other wolves? Or whatever.
It's a ways down the
All
cave.
those dogs that we fed.
Yeah, it's a ways back down the cave and down below the bridge and back up the
Yeah,
cave.
it's quite a ways.
Alright, get that. I'm gonna this if this doesn't work, I'm gonna switch to my sword, but I'm gonna try and take a shot at that bugbear.
All right.
Oh, you've got fire, don't you?
Oh yeah, I've got
It's
those.
covered with oil.
I got the water
Just,
skin
you
too.
got the torch.
You got
Just
the
light him
torch.
on fire.
Yeah.
Oh
got
yeah,
the
can I
torch.
just throw a torch at him?
Yeah, you can throw a torch. You can walk up and
All right.
touch it to him if you
Okay.
want.
Whack him with it.
I'll do that, and I'll say, for my vow to honor, I will light you on fire and let you burn to death.
You got to rhyme, dude. Come on.
I cannot tell a liar. I will light you on fire.
I have never been a liar.
All right, roll me Dex or Strength, whichever's higher.
20. No, 21.
That definitely hits. Okay, let's say roll.
It's very heroic.
It
It's
is
fully on fire. Roll 2d6, 2 Yahtzees for me.
That's good.
7. Okay, and then on his turn, he'll take a d6 fire until he puts it out.
I like it.
Nicely done. Strong.
That was the missed high five. That was the
Like I
drunken.
said,
Ow! You slapped me on the forehead.
Donner party of D&D right now.
I'm going to run at one of the other goblins.
Okay.
We have how many?
Two goblins left and a wolf.
2 goblins left and a wolf, and one of the goblins has been hit and one has not.
Correct.
I'll go for the stronger look. No, I'm going to go for the weaker of the 2 looking.
Oh, well, and I'll let you know also, you would have advantage against one of them, the one that's fighting Crystal. Like, if you went to attack to that guy, you would have advantage on him because you're flanking.
Which means you would do
That
that.
makes
extra
sense.
D6.
Yeah. Let's
do
go for that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So then, roll 2d20. Take
Roll
the better.
20, take
Yeah.
the better. Oh, one of them was a botch.
That's fine.
So that means I can re-roll it. No,
No, you
probably
take
not.
just take the higher.
Yeah, no. 13 is the die. What am I going with? Dext? No,
It's your attack.
Your attack.
my attack. Oh, it's weapon dependent. Short sword +5, 18.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
lord.
definitely hits. Roll that and an extra. Roll your damage, but an extra dice, too.
Right.
Just a d6, I think.
D6 +3 and another D6. Whatever. I can just do it twice. That would be 8 plus 8 plus 6.
Nice rolls.
So 14.
You come in
Dead goblin.
as Brad the Bradical himself would do it with a ho ho, and the goblin head spins at least 4 times in the air before landing on the ground.
Does it go
Severed
in a
from the
hole?
body.
Does it go in a hole? Do I get points for inventing golf? Or, excuse me, gold.
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 You figure out how to create gold.
Yeah, it's amazing. Sadly, no, but yes.
Because I am a halfling, and that's how it was invented.
By
according to-
halflings.
Yeah.
That's
According
cool.
to in the Hobbit.
According to Dwarf plays golf.
Tim Conway invented gold.
To J.R.R. Tolkien.
Tolfin. Got weird. Gildor, roll a death save for me.
2.
Wow, it's failures.
It's real dicey. Boutte.
Another failure. Okay, so dead goblin,
Live goblin.
bugbear on fire,
Bugbear on fire.
live goblin
Live
who has
goblin.
not been touched,
Not been touched. Wolf. Not been touched.
wolf not been touched. And am I close enough to all of them?
Yes. You could close with any of them in swing.
I am going to swing on bugbear.
Okay.
That is a 16.
Barely hits again.
Okay. 9 points of damage.
Drops it.
Yes.
Yeah. Get that squarely into his side, right by his cute little leather girdle skirt combination that he's wearing. And when you pull your axe out, it's covered in oil and fire. It looks super badass for a second.
Oh yeah. I told you that was a warning. I say to his corpse.
Oh, the best. Ankle, that's you.
I am going
Don't shake your head
to
at my badassery.
cure.
Cure wounds on him.
Yes, thank you. Cure wounds on Gildor. And I have Disciple of Life, so my healing spells are particularly effective.
Ooh.
You get what I give you plus extras. So,
Sweet.
It's always good. I like extras.
so 8 plus, and then it says additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. It's a first level spell, so
8's fine.
8 plus 3.
8's good.
You take it.
8's alright.
11.
8's fine.
You take it and enjoy it.
Take it.
You take all 11. Yeah.
Wow.
Ankle dankle says.
Goes all the way up to
While rocking in his seat as if you were humping the table in front of him.
All right. Wolf will go at your leg. I can't remember
Sir
names.
John.
Sir John. Thank you. That's easier for me to remember for some reason. And Gabo takes a swing at
I wonder
ankle
why.
dankle. But misses.
Yay.
And I think the wolf misses as well. Your AC is higher than a 12, Sir John. Big boutte.
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. So that brings us back to Reynard.
How can you remember Reynard but not Big Sir John?
Yeah.
Because I can look right at his character sheet right there. Tricks of the trade.
Lovely.
Got you. You're so. That's why you're the.
That's why I'm the master of dungeons. Goo.
Can I try? You think this wolf will calm down if I give him some jerky?
There's so many ways to interpret that sentence. Yes, you could try. It'd be that plus a handling check. You haven't swung at this wolf, have you?
No,
I don't think so.
No one
I
has.
avoided it. It's 9.
We've been making soft cooing noises at him.
9?
Yeah, with the.
With the jerky up?
You're such a good wolf.
It comes up and sniffs at the jerky. You're not sure yet whether it's friend or foe. It seems interested in the jerky. Alright. Alright, it eats it.
So it's an epileptic.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Lords. Strong, it's your turn.
Well, we need to feed it sugar if it's epileptic.
What?
It's diabetic.
And no.
Damn it! I always get confused in the heat of battle.
Epilepsy and diabepsy.
Diet Pepsi?
There's
Diet Pepsi.
dysentery somewhere in there.
Yeah,
Give it a
dyspepsia.
watch.
I look at my surroundings to review my battle strategy. What do I see? One live, quizzical-looking wolf.
You see a wolf chomping on some jerky, and then you see a goblin.
I
Don't go for the wolf. I'm trying to calm it down.
I run over and I grab a piece of jerky and I throw it and I wave it in front of the wolf's face and I throw it at the goblin,
All right, roll me a dexterity.
making the "Who's a big boy" noise. Get it. That's what I
You
say
stick it in the goblin's shorts or something.
if I can.
Stick it in the back of his pants.
This is all your call. 14.
14.
Who's a good boy?
All right, so you throw it at the goblin's feet, and the goblin reaches down and picks it up to and it starts nibbling on it.
Who's eating your food?
And
Who's
then
get your food?
I also am like sick.
the wolf's attention turns over to the goblin. Not its action yet, though, so we'll have to wait and find out. Which brings us to Gildor.
Well, now I want to see that.
Don't do
So,
anything.
I'm holding action until they are together.
Okay. Which brings us to Sir
Might make a friend
John.
here.
Okay. I guess I will swing on the goblin, and yeah, I'll swing on the goblin.
Everyone's so
Literally
disappointed.
swing on the
No,
goblin.
let him see.
Buffet?
We're trying
Buffet's
we're
gonna
trying
swing on the
we're trying to
goblin.
feed this,
Big
trying to get this
bouquet.
wolf to eat its face.
I will call you Big Boutte if you
15?
Hits. Everyone's so disappointed.
you and he does no
8.
damage.
Yeah, the goblin's opening its mouth super wide to take a really big bite of jerky, and you just send that axe right across the mouth hole. So
split his
you
head.
basically split his head in half at the jawline.
Is he dead?
Oh, yeah.
Can I say a badass catchphrase at this point?
Do it.
All right, so I take my axe out of his head, and I pick up the jerky and say, "That's my jerky," and I take a big bite out of it.
Oh,
Lovely.
great.
The best thing you could have done. Ankle, it's your action.
Oh, I'm gonna hold my own.
Yes, you are. All right, and this week's combat is brought to you by something entirely different.
Is it dogs?
It is not dogs.
Chef Boyardee.
It is not Chef Boyardee.
The concept of free will?
It is bière.
Oh no, what is bière?
It's French for beer.
Oh, I was thinking it was a French bear.
No, it's French for beer.
Look in the forest, it is a bière. In the forest.
No, today we have, I say bière because this is from Quebec, Canada.
Oh, so fake French.
Fake French.
Sorry,
Canadian.
Sorry, Quebecois.
We have the maudite or maudite or maudite.
Maudite.
Maudite, which, as I understand, means damned.
Oh.
From, the word really looks like unibrow.
Okay.
Is the name of the brewery.
So.
But the Americanized version is Unibrew.
Oh, okay. So it's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It's a Belgian strong dark ale. It is bottle fermented, so there's live little yeasty bugs in it, which John does not care for. John, give me your thoughts on this particular beer.
Okay. So I don't know. I mean, my thing is like I've never gotten the acquired taste for like a sour. I'm not a sour drinker. And generally any of those like live beers, they don't hit my taste buds right. It tastes like beer that has already been swallowed and then you taste it again. It's got that sort of thing going on.
Right.
And I say that not saying, you delightful Quebecois, that your beer tastes like vomit, because it doesn't. It's not bad.
No,
and like
not
for something that is a live beer, like this is not completely repugnant, but it's not the kind of beer I would normally drink.
It's not your
No,
thing.
not my thing, not my style.
your
But
thing.
there's some interesting stuff going on in it.
Mm-hmm. This, on the other hand, is my thing. I was a brewer. I was an assistant brewmaster at a brew pub many years ago. I have also been known to homebrew a batch of beer here and there. And as anyone who has homebrewed knows, it's pretty difficult to keep yeast out of your bottles without a lot of work. So you get that. You get the little buggies floating around in there. And so I've kind of acquired a taste for that.
Oh, definitely, no.
And this, it's classified as a Belgian strong dark ale. It's about 8% ABV.
Right.
And it's got a really nice color to it. It's got that nice cloudy color that homebrewers love that you probably don't care for.
Like where you see the sea monkeys in it?
Yeah, you can see, you can't quite see through it. But it has that strong yeasty, it has a yeasty flavor to it.
Yeah.
This is not as strong as some that I've had.
Right.
As far as yeasty flavors go, you still get the malt.
Mm-hmm.
It is also not a very hoppy beer. You get you
just
get
barely
mostly
any.
malt. There's
It's
a little bit of hop there
in the nose.
in the nose mostly, yeah. But I really like it. I think for a live beer, the yeast flavor is not overpowering to
No,
it.
definitely.
But you can definitely tell it's there.
Well, and it's growing on me as I drink it, because now, like, as I'm to like sip 4 or 5 of it, I'm like, okay, I'm starting
It's
to see
beginning to
more
settle
things.
out.
Yeah, I'm seeing more things happening in this, and it's not just that initial like sour bite that you get.
Right.
Because I mean, definitely with like some of the sours that people keep getting me to try to get into, I'm like, oh, this is just a vinegar beer, cool.
Right.
And this isn't quite that like crazy, because it's a whole different style, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, that was the first thing that struck my mind when I started drinking. It was like, oh God, Bob has bought us a sour, and I don't know how I'm going to make it through this. But yeah, no, because I'm definitely picking up the malts and the hops a little bit more, and it's almost got a nice like crisper, bitter sort of finish to it that keeps it from being like overpoweringly yeasty or malty,
Right.
which is kind of nice. It's nice.
Yeah, so maybe if your palate has kind of matched up with John's over the beer reviews of the past few episodes, maybe you pour this and you let it sit for a few minutes.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And then give it a shot.
Yeah.
Let the yeast settle out a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe give it a try then. I personally would just chug it right out of the bottle because I'm gross like that.
Get to the bottom of the bottle and have to start chewing.
Yeah, I like that. So what are you going to give this in terms of an ability modifier or a skill?
I'm going to say this is going to give me an additional +4 to AC, because as soon as I took a sip, the walls went up. I was like, ooh.
Right. So you were ready to parry and dodge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say that I'm a wizard.
Well, we knew this.
And I drink this beer, and I gain a bonus spell per day for every day that I drink one of these beers with breakfast.
Now, would that be at your highest caster level, or at first level spell? Or
It's
highest level?
Well, let's call it a first level spell.
Okay, an extra
Get
first
an
level
extra, a bonus first level spell.
I can get behind that.
And I do think that this would go well with a breakfast. I think if I was going to have a beer at breakfast, I think this one would be nice.
I think you are fully the kind of crazy man that says that you're a wizard. Because, like, literally, I feel the yeast working on things in my stomach right now and turning them into more beer.
Right.
That does not sound like the pick-me-up I need to start a long day of work.
All right.
To be a beer factory.
Well, I wouldn't, if I had to work, I wouldn't have a beer at breakfast.
Oh, you mean people don't do that?
Well, they do. Sure, they do.
Oh, okay, good.
Sure, they do.
Never mind. Then we're great.
I used to work a night shift, and so we would get off at 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning. And there was a bar in town that we used to go to, and it made sense for us because that was our Friday night.
Oh, definitely. No, yeah.
We were getting off at 7 in the morning, going to the bar, but there were guys there that were on their way to work.
Yeah.
And stopped at the bar.
Leveling out real quick before they go in. Yeah, how that works.
Yeah, so they probably wouldn't be drinking this, though. That's more of a Bud Light type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, that's the Modite or Maudite or Maudite. Maldite from Unibrow. I just want to say it like that.
From Unibrow.
It's spelled Unibroue.
Right.
And that looks like Unibrow to me. But it's Unibrow or Unibrew. Unibrew, whatever. Unibrew from Quebec. And I like it. John was not as big a fan.
I don't hate it.
But he's coming around.
Yeah.
He's coming around.
I don't hate it.
So pick one of those up, give it a try. And we will now take you back to the combat. Enjoy.
Huzzah.
So
Let's see if a healing spell's required.
you see the fire come into the wolf's eyes, and it goes pouncing up at you, and manages to jump past you down into the pits. It yelps in pain and takes some damage and is now down in the pool, barking.
Alright.
Can I
Well,
take my
save
old
him.
action now?
That'll take us.
I got
Yeah,
it.
you can take your
I
old
gotta
action.
save him.
Give me a piece of jerky.
I do.
Okay. With my
If you can
animal
help that.
handling skills, I'm going to try and calm him down and bring him to our side.
Do it.
We got a wolf duel happening.
As long as
Alright.
we can. There's more dogs and wolves.
It's fair. It's fair. I
We're
just
gonna
don't want to
get
kill it if we don't
wolf
have
pack.
to.
We will, damn, yeah.
All right, roll that
Except
animal
they're all
handling
gonna
check.
hate freaking.
21.
Oh yeah, that puppy love you.
All right.
They're all gonna hate Mr.
They
As.
call it.
Mr.
I'm
Asshole.
gonna make sure it's not hurt. Fix the
It's
little wounds.
it's down a few hit points from the fall.
Little extra jerky.
All right.
They're all gonna hate. They're all gonna hate Mr.
Rub its tummy. They love
Mr.
that.
Big Ass.
So yeah, you got a wolf with you now.
Woohoo!
Alright, can we go let out all those other dogs and wolves?
Yeah, if you want to, totally. The problem is you're not really sure without climbing down the wall how to get back down there because you scrambled up the wall. So we can just climb back down the wall if we were to do that.
Go out that south entrance.
And how do we interact these wolves together? Because
I say we just press forward. We can handle the dogs when we get out.
we've got one wolf on our side now, huh?
We don't want to bring a bunch of dogs with us that could help.
Or turn on us and just start chomping. Or turn on each other, and then they're worthless.
Which is more likely to turn on each other. But the more a group moves forward, the more agreement is with the party as far as wolves go. The more they.
I have no idea what that sentence meant.
Me neither.
The more the party moves forward in the agreement than the wolves,
No,
you know?
wolf pack is
Yeah,
if they
I got
move
you.
forward and gain experiences together, that's far less likely to turn on each other and on us.
I say we go get them. They're not that far back.
We'd have to actually take time and design a group building exercise to do
Do a low ropes
Let's
course.
say-
No, we're going to do
Essentially
trust
would.
falls with the wolves before we move on and try to find Gilly and Silly.
Generally, it involves finding something and killing it together and eating it. That's what bonds.
Well, let's go get them and then go find something to kill.
I suggest we find something to kill, maim it, go back, get the wolves, and run excitedly to the maimed creature, and then all dig in. That would be a well-crafted
Disgusting.
team building exercise.
I vote we go back and get them. I don't know about you guys.
We can always go back later too.
Yeah, they're chained up. They're not going anywhere.
All right.
We need to give them some
Let's
food.
press forward and try to find Gilly and Silly.
They're chained up without food and water.
We
They
fed
won't
him
be
once
there.
I
today.
gave him some jerky.
Oh yeah, that's enough. Especially that dehydrated meat. They need some water now. We're just gonna turn our backs on these.
There's a fucking stream running right through that room.
They're chained up. Was it?
Yeah.
Do they have water access to you?
Yeah, it's going right through that room.
No.
They were chained
We
off.
need to go back.
Telling you.
With one word, you could have unified the party, you son of a bitch.
You know, if we go this way, we'll probably find a way down that's not down a 30-foot straight shaft anyway. There's
Oh,
got to be a path.
30-foot straight shafts are the best.
All right, let's
Especially
go.
the
All
knobby
right, let's
ones.
go forward. And
I want to take
We'll
that.
come back for it.
With handholds.
We'll come back for the pups.
Okay, so south or
That'll be our
south or
reward.
west? South or northwest?
Well, I would imagine we need to press through the hallway where
Goblins
where
came
the
from?
bugbear and the goblins came
So
from.
the south.
South.
So up the stairs to the south, you come into another large room. And you see sacks and crates of looted provisions piled all over the south end of this large cave room. To the west, the floor slopes toward a narrow opening that descends into darkness. A larger opening leads north down a set of stone steps the way you came in. And in the middle of the cavern, there's like the coals of a large fire sort of smolder. So yeah, stacks and stacks of supplies, whole where you came in.
Any evidence within these stacks of supplies of Gilly and Silly? Like things that may have been looted from their saddlebags, any of their weapons, any clothing we might recognize.
Clothing with a tag sewn into the back that says Gilly.
Yeah, or Silly. Either one.
Killy or silly.
Yes, you see a pair of cloaks, conveniently enough, with the names Gilly and Silly stitched into the labels on the inside.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. Sorry. You'll also notice a lot of these supplies in this room are crates printed with the image of a blue lion on it. Is knowledge local a thing in this? Does anybody have that?
History.
History. What knowledge skills? do
It doesn't
people
have any
That's
knowledge.
the only, I mean, that's
skills.
Investigation.
they've been broken up.
Arcana.
Oh, history. Oh, sorry. Look at me
Arcana,
being
history.
dumb.
There's history.
Yeah, give me. Well, how many of you are from Phandalin?
Yes.
Yes. You would recognize that then as the symbol of the Lion Shield Coster, which is that merchant group, the merchant company that's in town. So obviously these supplies were looted from their caravans.
Okay.
It's a lot of stuff. You probably need a wagon to haul it back out, which you don't have with you. But
Right.
These are powerful allies.
something to keep in mind.
The merchant group is a fairly powerful guild, are they?
Uh-huh.
wagon.
Additionally, there's a treasure chest in here. Literally a treasure chest.
Literally?
Literally.
Rogue.
I would literally like to go look at that treasure chest.
Awesome. So you open that chest up.
Probably check it for traps first.
Oh, naturally. I checked it for traps. I did that with my left hand and I was twiddling it with my right.
All right, give me perception.
Just
No, go ahead and roll one.
roll it. Wait, no, they have traps. Don't
There's
they
one
have
in here too.
sleight of hand, perception.
No, it's perception.
9.
It doesn't appear to be trapped.
I don't perceive any traps.
Well, open it then. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, I open it up.
All right.
I should trap check.
There's a ton of coins in here.
I slam it shut and I say, "Guys, I'm sorry, it was empty." There's a whole bunch of currencies.
There's
that
some
no
other
longer
stuff in there,
use.
too,
There's
but-
no longer in use, and I'm
I detect
batting it
bullshit.
around. I'm batting it around, saying, "There's just this plastic coin. It's ridiculous.
Plastic.
This was, or this light.
So wooden nickel,
Yes.
full of one wooden nickel.
Full of.
You got 600 copper pieces in there,
I know you don't understand.
110 silver
I don't
pieces.
get nickels at all.
Are we divvying it up?
I don't know. Yeah.
Hey, you better share that.
You want these?
Yeah, let's spread it out.
There's also 2 potions of healing.
No, actually, yeah, we're all friends here. So yeah, I say, hey, this was kind of a score.
So what's the
Uh,
math?
What did we find? Say it again.
Yeah.
we
You
got
got
we got to do some math.
600 copper pieces.
600 copper?
Copper. 110 silver. Yeah.
That's 6 gold.
Yeah.
2 potions of healing.
Okay.
And a jade statuette of a frog with tiny golden orbs for eyes.
You want that?
Finders keepers.
Gildor, magical item.
17
Insight
gold.
check for
Oh boy,
how much it's worth?
Totes.
what's that split up? That's like
17.
it's like 2.
13.
It's worth about 40 gold.
Okay. I'll take this figurine. It's a worthless bauble.
I bet it's a
I
magical
wouldn't
thing that
trust him
Gildor.
with that.
Gildor should probably take it. It's probably magical or something.
Yeah, I think that's a good
At least
idea.
hold on to
Better
it
do
for the
some
party.
research on it.
Hold on to it for. I'm holding on to our
Oh, yeah.
our
Can I,
silver and
Do
copper.
Arcana or something?
You can detect magic. It's a cantrip you have. Should be.
No, it's a level 1.
For reals?
Yeah.
I thought it was a cantrip.
No, it's horse shit.
Well, excuse me. I believe you. I'm just saying.
What?
I'm just showing you how
Speak.
much horse shit it is.
Oh.
You can press the digitated.
That means we have 5 potions of healing altogether, so we can distribute those amongst the party. So everyone's got one, so I don't have to hand them out.
Sure. Okay.
So everyone's got one.
Yes.
And that's 2d4 plus 2, right?
2d4 plus 2.
I mean, yes, I have detect magic as a cantrip. Too late.
Is it actually one? What are you doing? Yeah, you're killing me. You're killing me. I've been doing this for like too many hours now. Too many hours. I'm going on 7-ish. Alright, so
I got 600 copper pieces, 110 silver pieces. I'll keep those, and we can divvy them up.
All right.
They're not worth much anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It's in there.
It's 17 gold.
Potion of healing is in Fight
What's
Club.
17 divided by
Where?
5?
Under
Oh.
equipment,
3
you get
is with
plus.
change.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't buy it yet, so
Oh,
it won't let me
I'll take 3.
add
You can keep the change.
some shit.
Donate
Three,
the change.
three what?
3 gold.
No,
Under what-
I
under
gotta
what-
carry this big ass shit.
he's got a bag of pennies right
Yeah,
now.
I got a bag of
Unfortunately, you
pennies.
can't just magically turn it
Yeah.
into dollar
So
bills.
no, we'll change it later.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and erase that shite.
Alright, so Yeah.
The important thing was that the magic users got the magic thing, right?
We don't know if it's magic or not.
It's-
But
I bet-
potentially.
I
The
bet
only thing
it's-
worth value, we got.
yeah, so then we got and then you got the crates with the lion shield logo on them, but those are all too heavy to
I
move.
wrote it down.
Perhaps you should let me hold that for you.
Don't
No.
give it to him.
What?
The frog thing with the eyeballs.
He's
Oh,
money
fuck off,
grabbing.
ass butt.
big bouquet.
Fuck off, ass.
Oh lords!
All right.
So
Look
where are we
around.
headed?
What else are we? Anything else in the room?
No, that's it.
All right. Merchant Guild, is that what it's called?
Yeah, just the lion shield
So
cluster. So you should probably let them know about that.
You
back
want
in
to check
town.
out
You
that,
think to yourself.
that void? You said there's like a void in the corner?
There's a hole. If somebody with dark vision looks down it, you can also hear the sound of the dogs below.
I bet it's
Okay,
that
so we've
shaft.
lived
So it's
back
the
around
chimney.
to the shaft.
To
Okay.
the chimney, yeah.
All right, and
What
there's
did- what did
another
we left
way out
on
of
it?
this room.
Yes. Well, there's the way you came in, and
Right.
then there's still that northwest passage
Okay.
in the room with the dam.
We haven't explored that.
And you
yet.
haven't
Well,
explored
let's
that yet.
Let's go to the area we haven't checked out.
Yeah.
Northwest.
Just to clarify,
Can't
clarify
pull the
direction
explorers' names.
Lewis and Clark?
calls.
Thank you. Let's Lewis and Clark and go ahead for the Northwest Passage.
If we get attacked and somebody says 12 o'clock, 3 enemies, it means
Tangos.
direction of travel is the
All right.
Is the
It's 12.
the orientation.
So going
Gotcha.
forward is always 12.
Don't worry, you just
Exactly.
pass us.
I
It's
get
fine.
you. I get you.
Don't worry about
The
it.
fighters know what they're talking
It's
about.
something that happened half a day ago.
Right.
Yeah. It's okay.
But I have it in my notes to do. Clarify direction calls.
Okay.
You try to give as much detail as possible. There's 3 bad guys.
So
We got it. We got it.
12 o'clock is northwest
There
right
you
now.
Perhaps you would call the bad guys bogeys.
There you go. Excellent.
So you head down the northwestern passage. Oh my god. It's a set of stairs. You're going to hate this. It's a set of stairs that lead down and swoops back over to the west. And as you go down this sort of almost spirally staircase, you look overhead and you see the bridge.
So we're back down to the bottom.
Back down to the bottom.
Where's the wolves?
So we've explored this entire place.
Well, except you have the other side of the bridge, too.
Well, let's go over there.
Where's the wolves? Are we back down there with the wolves now?
You're
Yes.
back down in the main thing
We
with
can
the
get
wolves.
to the wolves. We're pretty close.
Do we want to go deal with those, or do we want to go into the one area?
You
we
were
haven't
all
explored yet?
Let's all
gung-ho.
get wolves.
Let's rescue the wolves.
I know, and then
try
everyone
to-
convinced me that we should wait until we explore this entire place and come back.
I think we just meant
No,
wait
if we're
until
down
it
Wait
was
till we figure
convenient.
out a way back to it.
Oh, okay.
If we're down there
Let's go
right
get
here,
them.
let's quickly go do that. Feed them the jerky. Get them all lovey. Unhinge them and walk, and let's see if they follow us.
Red Rocket.
Yeah, let's do it.
My
That's
wolf
the
is
goal.
following you.
Yep.
The one
that's
in
where-
the
More jerky.
Okay, so we go
Some
back to the
stitches.
so
Go back
we
to
go
the
back to
wolves.
the wolves.
All right, roll me handle animal checks real quick. Anybody who wants to is proficient.
I'm not.
All right.
I have one.
I will get my hand
I'm
bit
giving him scratches.
I wouldn't deal with those filthy creatures.
Okay, the wolves seem to like you.
Me, Reynard.
You, Reynard. Sorry. I'm getting real lazy with that now. So yeah, wolves are free. And they will follow you around the cave, probably.
Yeah.
So then we're heading back up, and are we taking either the first passageway to the west, down where you guys hid from the flood? Remember, you darted into it. Yeah,
we
like
can take that up and
ankle-
get to the bridge.
you can take that up. It goes up. You don't know where it leads.
Oh, we can
Um,
go that way.
Yeah,
I
or
thought
you
it
can
was
go
that
back
they-
up.
Ooh.
Let's go everywhere we haven't.
Oh man, I just want to show you the map. Just so I can be like, it's not that complicated. I'm just not doing a very good job of explaining it.
No, you're fine. We're just trying to visualize.
Can,
It's
we,
really
can we
hard to
just go
visualize.
to the nearest place we haven't explored yet?
There
Yes,
you go. That's
it. That's what we want
Across
to
The
do.
the
path
bridge.
you take.
Across the bridge.
So you head
No.
No.
you head up to the thing that you want to go to, and you go to a new room, and that's what happens.
Good.
So you walk into a new room, a large room that's divided in half by a 10-foot high escarpment. He says as he tries to figure out how you pronounce that word.
That's correct.
A steep natural staircase leads from the lower portion to the upper ledge. The air is hazy, with smoke of a cooking fire and pungent smell of poorly cured hides and unwashed goblins. You see 6 goblins standing surprised that you guys have
Up
made
on
it
top?
here. There's 5 down below, and one of them has dashed up to the top.
Okay. Does he look like he's going for something?
Yes.
Okay.
So-
Arrow, bow,
Yeah,
bow,
can
arrow.
I take a shot at
Yeah,
the
take a shot.
guys?
So
running?
we'll do
Oh,
initiative.
I forgot to say I went and retrieved my javelin from the guy.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay.
We'll just always assume that that's
Okay.
the case in terms
Yeah,
of combat.
I never want to count my arrows if that's okay.
That is
Totally.
not okay.
I've got 93
Okay.
in my quill.
We're doing initiatives.
Yeah, go ahead and roll up initiatives.
I rolled an 88. On the
I rolled a
percentage
3,
dice.
which means I have a wow. Can go even.
And
I got you.
what was your strong?
10 plus 3 is 13.
13.
So he rolled. Fox rolled 3. Strom rolled 13.
Okay.
14 for Sir John.
14 for Sir John. And Gildor.
I rolled a 19.
On the initiative.
Roll an ankle initial for me.
-1. 16.
16 for ankle. Alrighty.
That was really fun because you're in the right side the whole time, and then you moved over to the left. It was neat.
Super
It
cool.
was just exciting to me because I'm wearing headphones.
So it actually, you can actually hear the change when I move around the table like
Yes.
this, talking.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm in this ear.
Yes.
Alright, that's going to be
this one.
Yes.
Gildor's action.
So there's 5 on the ground, and there's one heading for something up
One
high.
heading up high, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Burning Hands
Okay.
as a thin sheet of flame shoot forth from my fingertips.
Yeah.
Dexterity for half, which is 13 apparently.
13. And that's, what is that, like a cone?
Cool. Yes.
Okay. So that'd be almost all of them. In fact, all of them except for the one up high.
Yep.
Jeez, little peas. 13, you said?
Yes, sir.
One of them botched. So, roll damage.
9.
9. And is that save for half or save for full? Does it say? I don't even know if save for half is the thing they even do in 5th edition.
Half on a successful save.
Half on a successful. Alright, so 1 saves, 9 total damage. Roll an extra D, whatever you roll, for the one that fails. Not that it matters.
3 more.
3 more. Okay. So 1 saves. Oh, my lord. Okay, so you burn 4 goblins to a crisp with 1 fell
Nice.
swoop.
Nice job.
What you gonna do in one turn, huh?
Yeah, right.
Huh, Gilda?
And that brings us to ankle.
I'm
That was sarcasm,
going
you did.
Yeah, roll
dice.
I rolled
Cast Sacred
my
Flame on one of them.
You're gonna do what?
Sacred Flame on a goblin.
Sacred Flame on a goblin. Gotcha.
How many
That's
goblins
the
are
next
left
check.
now?
Fails.
Hooray! Fucking finally, man. No, I have to remember. I think it's just 1d8.
How many goblins are left?
Well, 1. And then there's the one that's up over the ridge now that you can't see.
Yeah, 1d8 radiant damage. 4
4.
damage.
Okay. He is not quite dead, but he is not looking good. It's very blistery. Sir John.
Sir John will mount the stairs after the goblin who ran up.
Okay.
I will run as far as I can until I can see him, and then I will throw a javelin at him.
Okay, well, here's what I'm going to tell you. You get to the point where you can see him, and you find him holding an elf, an unconscious elf, up by the hair with his scimitar to his throat. Did you throw
Do
the
I
javelin?
recognize the elf?
Yeah, well, it's Silly.
It's silly.
Silly's
Okay.
the elf. I mean, I don't think you've actually technically seen Silly.
I have not.
But you would assume that this is probably the elf in question. He looks badly
Yes,
beaten.
I'm going to throw the javelin at his shoulder to try and get him to drop the weapon.
Okay, roll a ranged with disadvantage.
Wouldn't have mattered. They're both awful. 8.
Okay, well, at least it's not a botch, right?
Correct.
Sails wide.
I yell down, Silly's up here!
That brings us to Strom.
Do I see Gilly?
No Gilly.
Only
that you can see. Only
Okay.
Silly.
I'll run up where I hear the voice, where I heard Big Butt say, Silly's up
Big
here.
bouquet.
So you run up
run
the
up
stairs.
there, yeah.
You see the same thing. The goblin is holding the elf at knife point, and he says, "We don't have to do things this way, guys. You just all you gotta do is just let me out of here. You can have your little friend here."
Short bows with an eyeball.
Okay. Roll
I
at disadvantage.
Against my better judgment, I like this halfling. I think to myself.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
15.
15. That's a hit. Roll damage.
Do good.
5.
5. The arrow does not quite hit the eyeball, but rather sort of goes straight through one of his goblin ears. He yells out in pain and slits the elf's throat.
Damn.
Then makes a break for the side of the escarpment.
Uh-huh.
Triage. Immediately start treating the elf.
And Reynald, that is your turn. Reynard.
I don't have it. That's what I'm running my action for next round.
Okay.
I'm gonna start grabbing all this meat that's hanging around this place and tossing them to the wolves. Get them all happy and tame.
There's still a goblin down there.
Is there still a goblin?
Still a
down
goblin.
there?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And there's one running towards the slope of this thing too.
Well then I'll take a shot at the closest one while I'm throwing meat.
Oh boy.
19.
19. That's definitely a hit. That is a dead goblin. You get him right in the throat.
And I'll howl like a wolf to get them all excited, bloodthirsty.
That's awesome. That's actually super awesome. So the goblin running for the edge of the escarpment will leap down, and the wolves will then flood past you. He's like, get them into the wolves, and then the wolves just start leaping on him and tearing him to shreds, thus into the encounter. You'll find stuff if you want to look for it. God, that was the most awkward thing. You can cut that.
Get some loot.
So you got a dead elf, and a whole bunch of dead goblins.
So there was no way to staunch any blood while the healer.
No, like he fucking to the bone.
All right. Well, Tom Hardy walked 20 miles to get stitched up in whatever that movie was. That was
Lawless.
Lawless.
That's true.
Actually,
He did.
he didn't, but he thought he did.
Yeah.
Which is fucking funny. That part of that was just a funny moment. He's like, I didn't walk that. I thought I walked it.
Hey, movies.
Yeah, I guess we can loot him. See what we find.
Loot this guy we were trying to rescue.
Well,
Totally.
Maybe there's a clue.
Well, then
on
let's
it.
loot all
the goblins,
too.
whatever's in this room. Let's search the room and see what we find.
Yeah.
I'm specifically looking for any evidence of Gilly's whereabouts or anything. If I see any of Gilly's possessions, anything that I might recognize as
Well, Silly has been stripped pretty much to the loincloth.
right.
Badly beaten, all that kind of stuff. On the goblin that the wolves tore to shreds, you'll find just the normal sort of goblin crap, like the arrows and the scimitar. But
Right.
you'll also find 15 silver pieces and 3 gold teeth in a little pouch he wears around his neck. 15 silver pieces would probably be too much to wear around your neck. It's on his waist.
All right.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a lot of, like, rotten meat, stuff like that.
You want to go looking for Gilly?
There's, let's see.
Anybody talk to Dan or anything like that?
Or a bunch of weaklings.
What if we were supposed to kill the person we were supposed to rescue?
And there's no other exits from this area. Okay.
You get the sense that you
So
have
the only-
explored all of the
What
cave.
was up those stairs?
We haven't
that
checked
we
the
went
other
up?
side of the bridge yet. Or have we? This is on the other
If
side
you
of
look,
the bridge?
yeah, down the hallway of another entrance to this room, you see the bridge.
Okay.
We need to see where the other goblin was running to.
He
There was
ran-
one that was running.
Yeah, he ran up and grabbed Silly and put his knife. That's the one.
No, the one that the fox shot in the back with an arrow was heading somewhere.
He went up. That's the one you just killed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have no idea. That's fine.
There were 6 goblins. One of them went up. He shot at him. He missed, but he shot at
And
him.
then the wolves got him.
That's yeah.
Oh, my bad. At the end. Gotcha.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, we're good.
Okay,
So,
so I guess at this point we should go back out and head back to town.
Well, there's no sign of Gilly anywhere?
Mm-mm.
No sign of Gilly. And we're sure we've explored every place in this cave.
Yeah, you don't see any other,
Okay.
as you sort of make your way back towards the entrance, you don't see any other way
Nothing
to
that
go.
looks
yeah.
like a secret door of any kind
Nothing.
or anything. Okay.
Are we going to be able to get all these wolves to follow us?
Doesn't matter.
Well,
let them make their own choice.
We need to go back to town, and we need to make the get whatever guild aware that their goods are where their goods are.
Mhm.
I think we should take one of the crates that's marked with us
Evidence.
That's
and
a
show
bit
to
of-
them.
It's a bit to lug, but yeah. I mean, it's
Or
probably,
something, if we can find something that's marked that we can carry.
yeah, even if you just,
Just take a picture of it.
yeah.
Do a selfie in front of the pile of
Yeah, we'll
crates.
do a selfie in front of it. I figure like one of the crates you can probably just like pry the front off
Okay,
and just
we'll do
take that wooden board with you or
Mhm.
whatever with
The
the
lion
logo on
shield.
it. Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
In this, through all of our looting, the bodies and all that stuff today, was there any, I was supposed to find like maybe way to that castle, Glenmore?
Crag something.
Cragmont?
Cragma.
Yeah. Let me see here. We have,
Oh yeah, that was one of the things that was important about this cave. Wasn't it? Something to get to Cragmaw. Well, maybe it has something to do with that frog that we found.
Yeah, maybe the frog.
And maybe when we go back to town, if we take the frog to Sister Gary, she can.
Or maybe these cats with the blue lion. Maybe they know where it is.
yeah, there's nothing. I mean, like, basically, as you head out of the cave, you loot every body that you come across.
Yeah.
It's all standard issue equipment, but nothing in terms of, like, a map to Castle Cragmaw or anything like that.
Okay.
Well, let's head back to town.
Yeah.
Is there any reason to carry the body with us? Probably not. Okay, so
No.
we carry a bit of wood from that shows the
Crate with
sigil.
the yeah. And do we know where in town that trading guild
Oh, yeah,
operates
yeah,
from
yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah.
So we can take it to
Yeah,
them.
Straub
and
would
say,
definitely know, just being familiar with the town. So getting back into the town, first place you go is the Lion Shield.
Yes.
Okay.
I will take the crate in, being of privilege and high social status. I will take the crate in and talk to the guild.
Somebody
master.
go with him for damage control.
What do the wolves do? Are they staying outside of town?
Yeah, when you get into town, they seem a little skittish about going in. So they just sort of hang out like wolves do.
Can I go talk to Sister Gary about what her mission for me or whatever it was?
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that in a second. In terms of the Lion Shield Coster, the woman who is the guild master here in town, her name is Lenine Greywind. She will be super interested when you come in with the crate, a little suspicious at first. What are you telling her? Hey, we found your goods. They're over there.
Madam Greywind,
Love it. All right.
it is a great honor to speak to you. In our journeys, we have found a hideous horde of goblins squatting on some of your goods that we think they may have looted from your caravans. We can give you the location and perhaps accompany some of your men for protection if you wish. All I ask from you, in exchange for the information and the protection if you wish it, is a small plot of land in your town.
Well spoken, sir. Well spoken.
She thinks for a moment.
I'm trying to build an empire here. I
I
gotta
gotcha.
start with something.
I gotcha. She says, I don't own any other land other than the spot that this is, but I have gold I can give you.
Gold is also great.
If
Of
you
course.
accompany a wagon back to the cave and recover the crates there, I'll give you 50 gold.
With honor.
She will thank you and say that there'll be a wagon waiting just on the edge of town for you guys whenever you're ready to head back to the cave to recover the goods.
Some of my confederates have other business to attend to in town. When they have finished, we will meet you at the gates.
Lovely. She says malevolently.
Malevolently, really?
No, not really. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. The way I said it sounded malevolent, so I went with it.
She's not malevolent, bro.
As for you,
Like monotonally.
I keep wanting to call you Pasquale, but that's your character when you play
'Cause I have
lizards
to
and
sing
lizards and lairs. Reynard, you'll head back and talk to Sister Gary, and Sister Gary says she's a member of an organization called the Harpers, who are how would I describe the Harpers? Here's a description right here. It's a scattered network of adventurers and spies who advocate equality and covertly oppose the abuse of power throughout the land. And she says you seem to be made of the stuff that they're looking for.
Is it because I have a cool mask?
The mask certainly does not hurt. But she says if you would like, she can talk to her superiors and get you a position within their organization.
Absolutely. I give her my adventurer card.
I like that everybody has adventure cards. That's a really good idea. She will take the card and say people will be in touch with you soon. But for now, know that you are a watcher in the Harpers.
Sweet.
Whoa, whoa. I don't know. So yeah, now what?
I would like to talk to her about the frog.
Oh, the frog. She'll take a look at it,
And what did you want to know about it specifically?
Whatever it is I need to know.
Is it magical?
Is it magical?
It's not magic. Craftsmanship's nice.
Do you want to buy it?
Well, I mean, does it like you told me that maybe I could find some information in this little cave, and this was the only kind of odd thing that seemed somewhat out of place there?
She turns it over and starts looking at it, and she points out this marking on the bottom. She says, this marking right here is from like a craftsman. It's his imprint from the city of Neverwinter. My guess would be it's just something that got looted from a caravan. It's a particularly nice piece, but nothing, unfortunately, to get you to Cragmaw. Did you interrogate any of the goblins in the cave?
Yeah, we tried that. They're extremely squishy.
They do go down easy.
Yeah.
What about, did they have any captives there that you could have you rescued? Because I would talk to them.
We tried that too.
About that, it's really embarrassing.
We thought we might find 2. We only found 1.
He was already dead when we got there.
Tragedy.
It was like that when I got here.
That's a shame. There's probably some good intel could have gotten out of that cave.
Yeah, probably.
That's where the cookie crumbles.
In retrospect, yeah.
Hindsight, you know.
In 2020 and all.
And crit.
We can go talk to this Darren Etterneth guy who's putting the group together.
Surely there's somebody else in the town who might know the location of this. Again, me being new here, I'm not entirely sure. I've heard it's a distance.
Let's go talk to Darren then.
Yeah. Darren's in town.
Darren?
Oh, Darren.
Yeah,
The Darren.
The Darren.
He's got an
wow, I haven't
accent
seen
now.
that Darren guy for such a long
All right.
time. I don't know.
Let's go find Darren.
All right. So we're headed to go see Darren at the orchard, and that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Darren seems like a down sort of dude.
Sure.
Seems like he's chilling
In
on
the
the
positive way.
on the
That's
block.
a
Yeah,
positive word, right?
like down to party.
Like
Right.
DTF.
Yeah, DTF as they
Yeah.
say.
Get some DSLs.
You're talking about high speed internet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, solid.
course.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. T1 subscriber line.
Yeah.
So, Sean,
What is going on?
what are your impressions after the first couple sessions of 5th edition here? What do you think?
So far, I like it. There's a lot more that I need to learn, but I mean, it's very simple, and it's not taking too long to kind of get into the groove and everything. It's just we've been playing 3-5 for a while, so just
Yeah.
the subtle differences and everything. But I think it's gonna be better in the long run.
All right, yeah, I agree. Mike, what do you think?
It seems simpler. I only have 1 piece of paper instead of like 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's
a
a
big
plus.
You guys seem to be doing a lot less math for me.
That's also true.
True.
So that's nice. It's kind of weird right now because we're doing the pre-made stuff, so I'd like to see what it's like when we get to just do our normal ape shit thing, so
Right.
to
Yeah.
speak.
Well, that's coming soon.
Oh yes.
Coming soon, in just a couple of months.
What do you think, Siri?
Siri is not available.
Oh, I have my phone plugged in, so I have Hey Siri on, and something you said sounded like Hey Siri. But my phone is in airplane mode, so my phone
Siri
needed
is-
to inform
It's
me.
not available.
So
I have not upgraded to iOS 8 because I do not have enough room on any of my devices.
Uh-oh.
That's crazy town.
It
I
needs
had to delete-
4.6 gigabytes to install the operating system.
That's banana.
That's
cakes.
bananas.
I had to delete a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Sorry. No. Dylan, what do you think of 5th edition so far?
Wow, that's a good cup of coffee.
On that note, please check out our GoFundMe page at bit.ly/fundfd. Check us out on facebook.com/flagdrag or on Twitter @flagdrag. And if you like the show, please act like Fisto Roboto and Jack Trivis and tell your friends about the show. So until next time, roll a d20, drink, repeat.
What up, Chicago?
Flagons and Dragons is DM'd by Jonathan Markheim. Recorded, edited, and engineered by Bob Morsch. Like the Flagons and Dragons page on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at FlagDrag. You can also send an email to flagdragpodcast@gmail.com.